Hello again. It's Father Mark, your virtual pastor for his weekly visit. I hope your week has been okay and all has gone well. I have a friend here today with me who wants to say hello. Come here, Oliver. Come on up. Who's over here, huh? Say hi to everybody out there, huh? So you can see Oliver's doing well. His brother Harry, well, he's not here because, well, Harry's Harry and he can't always do the things we want him to do, right? All right, go ahead, bud. So as we go through yet another week, I hope things have been well for you and that you're coming along as best as possible. If you hear a howl or two in the background, that's just Oliver being Oliver. I know that uncertainty and change and fear are themes that are going through all of our struggles and our experiences these days, and rightly so. But a lot of good stuff too. You know, a lot of great things are happening, and I'm hearing stories of those all the time, of families spending more time together and trying to do the best they can with the situation in which we find ourselves. Spiritually, we're celebrating the wonderful gift of the resurrection, and we hear the word hope quite often as we think about the resurrection of Christ, his journey through suffering and death, and then ushering in the wonderful blessing and gift of new life. But what is hope? You know, we use that word sometimes so casually. I can hope the flowers bloom. I can hope the pandemic ends soon. I can hope life returns to normal. I can hope this and I can hope that. But is that really the full essence of resurrection hope that we believe in? Let's see what Ephesians has to tell us about this hope. Ephesians chapter 1, verses 18 and 19 say this: May he, God, enlighten your inmost vision, which is really the eyes of our heart, that you may know the great hope to which he has called you, the wealth of his glorious heritage to be distributed among the members of the church, and the immeasurable scope, which is really the greatness, of his power in us who believe. It is like the strength he showed in raising Christ from the dead and seating him at his right hand in heaven. So Ephesians equates this hope with the same magnitude and strength that God used in raising Christ from the dead. Now that's a very powerful image. Much different kind of hope than hoping whether this or that happens in the realm of our everyday life. I think the hope to which we are called is really centered on a deeper relationship that we can develop with God. And it comes with this certainty of purpose, this certainty of grounding. It's that same kind of hope that allowed Jesus to go through the cross that I mentioned during my Stations of the Cross reflection. A hope that leads then to fortitude, which is the ability to endure all things. It's a certainty and centeredness of being and purpose that realizes that regardless of how the circumstances of life play out, that all will eventually be well, and that God is present with me, in me, seeing me in and through all that occurs around me. It is this same hope that brings fortitude, endurance, and then also joy. So even in the midst of great challenge and difficulty, it is possible to achieve this joyful attitude, this joyful spirit, which sees through the particulars of my life and centers on the more grounding, more true things about who I am as a person. St. Teresa of Avila also points us in this direction too. One of her greatest quotes says, "Let nothing disturb you, let nothing frighten you. Though all things pass, God does not change." God does not change. Patience wins all things, but he lacks nothing who possesses God, for God alone suffices. So as we journey through these very challenging and different times, the focus really needs to be on discovering this greater hope, this greater presence within, the greater direction and love of God, which is at the center of our lives, that sees us through whatever comes our way. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 23 also confirms this for us. Let us hold unswervingly which really is without wavering, without faltering, to our profession, which is our faith, which gives us hope. For he, God, who made the promise, deserves our trust. The challenge for us is to believe that God is ever faithful, which he is. The next challenge is to give our trust to him, to allow ourselves to see his presence at the ground of our being, to keep a joyful attitude and spirit, to find the fortitude to deal with whatever comes our way. And in the midst of life's days, as they unfold before us, let's keep it simple, let's keep it grounded, and let's keep going back to those things that mean the most to us. Hey, Oliver, come over here. Come here, you. Say goodbye. Come on up, up, up. There we go. Have a great week. God bless.